guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here to bring you a review for Fairy Tail Manga chapter 538. Fairly simple chapter with not much going on. It was just nuts. So Lucy finishes writing in the Book of End, wherever she finishes that, and then the Book of End disappears. That's when we're reminded if the Book of End disappears, then Natsu's going to disappear as well. But soon after the Book of End disappears, Natsu appears. And they just know that all buddy say yes, let's go back to the guild now. And as they're going back to the guild, they start talking about what they're gonna do. You know, Grace talking about Juvia, Lucy's gonna go for Aquarius's key. We know these things already, kind of vibe. And then that's when Happy's like, "Hey Natsu, should we tell them what our plans are? Should we tell them what we're gonna do?" And they all turn around to look at Natsu, and essentially Natsu is not there. And what the chapter is playing this off as is the Book of Ends disappeared. You know that Natsu's supposed to disappear with the book, so that's what they're playing it off as. But for some strange reason, I don't have nothing to support this either. I feel like something else is going on here. I feel like there's a different reason for them disappearing, and like I said, nothing else has happened to support this. But I'm getting the vibe that this is something that's going to affect all the true Dragon Slayers, and that's Natsu, that is Gajio, that is Wendy, and the two third generations as well. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like because everything is said and done now, these five have to return back to their time, or at least temporarily, because I don't think Kira has the balls to get rid of any characters. So yeah, I feel like this is like an end result of them defeating Zarif and Acknowledge that they have to return back to the time. It should be permanent, but I think it's going to be on a temporary basis. And that goes on to the second half of the chapter where we see Jalal. Now, I'm a bit confused. Wasn't Jalal in Acknowledge's hands when he got pushed back into the ravine of time? I might be wrong about that. He might have been on the floor where he's talking about how he survived and all that, and they didn't even give him a legitimate reason for him to survive. It's like, yeah, you had to survive, Jalal. You still got things to do. That's why you survived. And so we had that, and now at the end of the chapter we see Wendy, and she's looking at this little crack in the sky, and now this kind of supports my whole idea of how why Natsu disappeared, of him returning back to his original timeline. I think that this guy could be either two things. This being the opening that takes them back, so Natsu's gone back first, and now it's Wendy's turn, and then we'll see the others go back as well. Or essentially, it could be the ravine of times where they push back, where they push back Acknowledgia, and the crack is open now, and that he's about to come back through it. And why this should work and why this should be the case is because Acknowledgia is the dragon slayer that can eat all magic, and this ravine of time is magic. So it shouldn't have had the effect of him. He should be able to eat it, digest it, boom, bam, come back out, and that's what I think is going to happen. We've got 7 to 8 chapters left. We do need a bit of action for a few of those. I don't want all of these chapters just to be the wrapping up of the series where we see them probably rebuild the guild and then later go on to what they do with the rest of their lives. I don't think we need 7 to 8 chapters of that. At most 2 to 3. That should cover it, especially if Hero's going to do like a double chapter for the last 1 or 2. So yeah, I do think we need some action for them, like a couple more chapters. So bring back Acknowledger is a good way to do it, but at the same time, how are they going to defeat him? Because man's strong. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just say the man is strong. So how are they gonna do it? How come a power up? How are they gonna do it if they do bring back Acknowledger? But yeah, that's everything that happens in the chapter. It was going how I thought it would go up until Natsu disappeared. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming. I'm gonna give this a 3-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.